reduced fees in the university from up to 40%, some courses a little lower than that, depending on the courses. But still, there is a lot of work we need to do in our university education and tertiary education space. I am particularly impressed by the initiative taken by Pwani University. Again, Professor Kahindi and your team, congratulations. Again, the students of this university, led by, there was the Andrew Muteti. Wewe ndiye kusema hapa? Wewe ndiye rais hapa? Wewe ndiye fire hapa? Ni fire si fire. Fire si fire. Noma si noma. I really liked your presentation, Mr. Rice, Pwani University. I like your presentation. Because many student leaders, I dare say, even of our time, when you get a chance to talk to a government official who could help in one way or the other, they just start talking about maneno ingine hapo, you know, mambo kidogo kidogo, small things. He said two things, isn't it? He said, first of all, many comrades are suffering. They cannot afford even the fees that they are supposed to contribute. Many comrades cannot afford. Even their upkeep is a problem. So what have they done? They have come up with a bursary kitty. And I have confirmed with Professor Kahindi that the university is supporting the students to have a kitty, so that the university has a kitty for bursaries for needy students, so that they can be able to have as many students as possible completing their university education. I was very impressed. Mr. Muteti also talked about lighting, which is a security issue. Again, to make sure the learning environment here is better than it is at the moment. I want to commit of my personal and government support to make sure that those two issues you have raised, Mr. President, will be attended to. Comrades power. Comrades power. Fire see fire. Fire si fire. Noma si noma. Tuendelee tusiendelee. Si namna hiyo? And I want to start with those issues. Okay? I am very passionate about students having access and affording university, because I've been there. I've been a student at several levels, undergraduate, postgraduate, and so forth. But I've also been a university professor for many years. So I understand what it means for a student to be supported, especially those from underprivileged backgrounds, to be supported a little bit, to afford it, to finish their education. Now, I am told the students have already contributed 500,000. And the university, Professor Kahindi has told me, the university has matched the students' effort with another 500,000. That is 1 million, isn't it? So, I want to match both the students and the university's contribution by an extra 1 million shillings to that kitty. Okay? But I also want to challenge you. That's not enough, because that money is not enough. I know the needs are too many for a large university with 8,285 students. The needs are many, because I know our country well. So, first, iko 500 ya wanafunzi, 500 ya university, na 1 million ya deputy president. Hiyo ni milioni ngapi? Hiyo milioni ngapi? I want to come back here after the International Youth Week. It's ending next week on Tuesday. The following week, I want to come here for two things. to this university for two things. One of them I'll tell you later, just now. But the other one, which I will tell you now, I'll come here so that now, before you start distributing that 2 million, I will come back, and I will not come back alone. We'll come with Waziri Mvurya, Waziri Joho, and the other PS, and the other minister, and a few friends. We support further. Before you distribute that money, we again boost it. Because when we are out there and we are doing empowerment for small-scale traders, your parents, it is the same thing we need to do with the students here. So that as your parents struggle there to expand their businesses and have more income, we also empower you to get a good bursary scheme. And Mr. Vice Chancellor, please, I want that bursary scheme for Pwani University to be a model which we can replicate in other universities across the country. So I'll give you a date before the next 10 days or thereabout, after the Youth Week is over. We start with Pwani University. By that time, we'll have 2 million, and then we look for more money. And we'll be doing that every year. We'll be topping up hiyo maneno every year. Tuendelee tusiendelee? Ama namna gani? Pwani hoye. Kwa hivyo, other universities think about the students who, even if there is all these policy interventions we are making, they still cannot afford the little that they are required to input. So one way of a university showing empathy to the needy students is having a bursary scheme which helps the needy students. Now, the last thing that we are doing is we are trying to expand job and income opportunities for young people as a government. Many governments have always talked about the lack of enough jobs and income opportunities for these young people in this country. But we have never had a program, an end-to-end view and program of job and income opportunity creation. We've done a small measure on one corner, a small intervention in another corner, but we don't have a comprehensive job creation program as a country. This administration is the first administration to come with a program that has several pillars aimed at creating jobs, increasing jobs, and also job income opportunities for young people. And therefore, people talk about Kazi Maju program, the labor mobility program. It's one of the pillars. It's not the only one. It's just one of the pillars. And I am a proud Kenyan today to know in the last under 3 years, we have been able to provide or to facilitate 400,000 young people to access jobs overseas. And there is nothing wrong for a young person in today's globalized world working from anywhere. It doesn't disconnect you from home. Today, someone working in Dubai can decide every 3 months to fly home, or at least once a year. Just the same way people from Busia who work in Kilifi go up country on Christmas Day once a year. There's no difference. It's only that one is in Kilifi. If you have 2 young people from Busia, and one is working in Kilifi, another one is working in Dubai, they will all go home on Christmas Day to Busia. So there is no much issue. Those who can get jobs abroad, we have a program called the Kazi Maju program, and already 400,000 young people have got opportunities. We need to expand into 500,000, 600,000, even 1 million young people. It is possible. Once we sign more bilateral labor agreements, we have already done around 6. If we do the remaining 13, we should be able to expand it to 1 million jobs through Kazi Maju alone. But we also have other programs. We are still hiring in the public service. We are hiring teachers. This is the government, I dare say, this is the administration that has hired the highest number of teachers in the history of Kenya. The statistics are there. We have hundreds of thousands of unemployed teachers. That is a fact. But it's also a fact that between 1963 and 2021, the whole country for 60 years had employed slightly over 300,000 teachers for primary and secondary schools. The statistics are there. Just ask TSC how many teachers we had by 2021. Slightly over 300,000. This administration, in under 3 years, already we have employed 76,000. In December, we'll employ another 24,000. We will have mopped out from the pool of unemployed qualified teachers 100,000 teachers in 3 years. 30% of all the teachers employed since independence. Sijui kama tunaelewana. And we saw this in our manifesto. We've not just come out and decided we want to employ teachers. We discovered we have unemployed graduates. We discovered there is a deficit in terms of staffing. We committed in our manifesto to employ 116,000 teachers in 5 years. In 3 years, we will have done 100,000. We will be left with 16,000. We will meet the commitment in the manifesto and surpass it. And you hear some people loitering around, harassing and just inciting young people how this government has done nothing. Those are the facts. But we have other interventions that we are doing to create jobs at home, kazi kwa ground, touching on young people, not just university graduates, but also other young people who could be graduates of TVETs or even graduates who somehow could not go very far. Kazi Mutani is back this month. It will offload 200,000 young people in the first year alone from the unemployment realm. And we will sustain it, we will not stop it. We will sustain it because there is enough work to be done to clean our environment, to clean our towns and urban centers. Even as we continue with affordable housing, we are realizing our country is becoming more and more urban. And in the next 15 years, 60% of Kenya is going to be urban. It is that serious. So we have kazi mtaani. Hiyo kazi mtaani sio ya majuu, ni ya ground. Ni hapa. We are creating jobs here. They are not going to do kazi mtaani in Dubai. Ni hapa. But we also have the affordable housing program. That affordable housing program is both a housing program, but also a job creating program. Already 300,000 young people have been absorbed in the program of constructing affordable houses and markets across Kenya. And these are different jobs. We have structural engineers in those sites, we have architects, we have quantity surveyors, we have fundis, wambao, masons, we have electrical engineers, you have everybody, even what Yamkono are there. Again, 300,000. The ICT hubs we are building, we are creating jobs kwa mtandao. Again, the figures are looking good. So cumulatively, we now have an idea. For the first time, the country has an idea how to fragment the job and income creating opportunities to enable as many young people to enter the job market and to have incomes. We have brought for the business, the youths in business, especially small businesses. We are introducing this year the Nyota program and KJET program. Nyota is for young entrepreneurs, business people in micro and small enterprises across the country, where 50, 70 businesses led by young people will get a grant of 50,000 shillings to expand their micro businesses. You can imagine the power of 70 businesses in every ward across Kenya, each business getting 50,000 shillings. So we have an end-to-end view. We may not be doing as well as we would like to, but at least now we have a roadmap. If you know where you are going, you will reach. Doesn't matter how far it is. But if you don't know where you are going, you will not reach, because you could be traveling in the opposite direction. Isn't it? If you know where you are going, it doesn't matter how far your destination is, you will reach there. But if you don't know where you are going as a country, you will never reach your destination, because most probably you are heading in the wrong direction. So we have kazi kwa ground, kazi mtaani, kazi ya affordable housing, employing teachers, employing people in the public service, employing people in the private sector, kazi kwa ground. Kazi mtandaoni, through the ICT hubs that we are doing for job creation in the digital space. Kazi majuu for the young people who wants to go abroad. Nyota and KJET programs to support the young people who are doing business. Nothing will prevent Kenya from turning the youth of our country into the resource that it is supposed to be. And gradually we will offload. This is a problem that has accumulated over 6 decades, because nobody was brave enough to think through. They were simply inciting young people how you are not getting opportunities and what have you. So I want to conclude by saying that what we need to do as a country now, from where I sit, even as we create the hardware of job creation and income opportunities, we must deal with the software. And the software is to work, those of us who are older, those of us who are in government especially, let's work with young people and connect with them. First of all, we need to understand them. We need to also tap into their expertise, because today's young person is much more knowledgeable than us who went to school earlier. That is the truth. Many adults don't want to accept. Young people are more educated. They have greater access and exposure to technology, to, early. Some of you saw a computer